Okay, I'm going to do a couple that I think are quite quick.
Right.
First one. In episode 23, season 23, episode 10, called The Politically Inept with Homer Simpson, supposedly the Simpsons predicted that Greece would default on its debts.
This is interesting. This is not going to be a quick one.
I think it can be with 2 lines, but we'll discuss it. So
yeah, I mean, we can't just go, no, they didn't. Simpsons reported the news. They didn't predict anything. They reported stuff that was already out there anyway.
Yes, yeah.
Done, move on. Or should we give a bit more reason why we're saying that?
Yeah, so I've written down here, this is not a surprise. So remember, this was predicted in 2012.
Yeah.
It came right in 2015.
Yeah.
3 years earlier, in 2009, Greece announced that a 12.9% GDP deficit, which was 4 times the EU allowance of 3%.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2010...
It bailed out by Germany.
It did eventually, yeah, but it also warned the EU in 2010 it may default. So, that's 2 years before the episode. So, it's come out as a country in 2010 and said, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We're going through a global recession because of the banking crash in 2008 and so on. We're absolutely shafted. We're going to default. We're 12.9% GDP in debt.
There's no way we... This is basically you as an individual going...
To your bank.
I'm fucked. I've got my mortgage to pay. I've got my car payments to pay for. I've got that big fucking TV I bought on ridiculous hire purchase. I can't pay my debts off. So then, and I've got my loan and all this stuff. So you get right. Do you know what? I'm going to take it. Is it a CBA?
Yeah. Or you sworn and say, do you know what? Unless things change for me in a year or so, I can see me fucking
defaulting on all my payments. I can't. So then you go and get a CBA where you get, you know, money. Yeah, I hate these adverts. I think they've stopped now, but there used to be all these adverts where it were like, compile all your debts into one monthly repayment, and it's like
30-50% or whatever it is.
Yeah, like, oh, you only have to pay 50% of your debt back, and it's one manageable monthly repayment. And like, yeah, you can't borrow any money for the next 20 fucking year.
You're bankrupt completely. You're classed as bankrupt.
You're classed as bankrupt. Like, no one will touch you with credit for the rest of your life, and they don't tell you any of that on the advert. But that's, you just made a good point where you go to your bank like in a year. I can see myself not doing this. We wouldn't even probably give me a year. You got next 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I'm struggling
because we pay our debt payments month by month.
Yeah.
You know, national economies, national finances, so sovereign states like Greece, their economies work on like 20, 30, 50, 100 year
projections, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's only recently, I think, that the UK Parliament paid off its slavery debt. I think we're only 2015, where basically we're abolishing the slave trade. Because it was never legal. It was never legal to own slaves in the UK. It wasn't illegal to traffic in them. So while slavery was never legally allowed in the UK, a lot of UK business owners shipped slaves from Africa to America and made a fuck ton of money off it. So when Britain went, when UK Parliament went, actually we're making that illegal, all these slavers went, what? I've got £30,000 worth of fucking slaves. What am I supposed to do with them? Just let them go and let £30,000 go. So the British government had to pay them for their stock. So the British government paid for the freedom of all the slaves.
Which is lovely.
Which is great, but it took till 2015 to pay all that debt off.
Effectively fucking pirates slaving people out, and you go, I'm going to pay you all.
These were British companies, weren't they? They were British. If we'd have gone no, then the British economy would have been tanked.
To be fair, we've only just paid off their fucking Second World War debt. First World War debt.
Mm-hmm.
First World War, not even the Second World War debt.
I think the Second World War debt is what,
2040, I think.
2040, 2050.
Generally get about 80 years, don't you?
So we've not paid those debts off it, so... Yeah, for them to come out in 2012 and go, we're probably going to default on our debts, is going... In about 3 or 4 years...
We're fucked.
We're fucked, but we're probably going to default in 3 or 4 years.
Unless things change.
But economies moved that slow at national level that, 3 or 4 years is just said, Greece saying in 3 or 4 years we're going to default is the same as you telling your bank you can't afford your mortgage next month.
Yeah, exactly.
So they said that in 2012, Simpsons said it in 2014,
yeah.
And it comes true in 2015.
Not really.
No, Greece predicted it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Simpsons just reported it.
Exactly. Just reporting the news.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. There's nothing special there.
You can't claim you predicted it when you're just reading a 2-year-old news story.
When they said 4 years before, or 3 years before, we're a bit shafted. So, if you're going to report on any country, you're going to report on Greece.
Yeah, I mean, Ireland got a bailout as well.
But
Republic of Ireland got bailed out. The Simpsons predict that one.
But they didn't default.
Yeah, but they said the same. They said they were close to defaulting, so they got a bailout from the EU.
Did.
The only difference was we had to bail them out as neighbours. The UK bailed them out. Which I'm fine with, but Germany bailed out Greece, we bailed out Republic of Ireland.
Do you think, so this is the thing, right? It seems to me, so, whilst we're saying this is relatively debunked, I would say though, having countries bail out countries, it seems to me like a bit of, like, what do you call them? Those nasty fuckers who just come to your door and go, 100 quid. And then you really pay like 300 quid.
Oh, fucking loan sharks.
Yeah, it's like a big fucking dirty loan
shark.
shark.
You're about the fucking Provident man we had in 80s.
Or anyone who used to... Loan shark is exactly it. So you see it all the time. Like, they'll go, do you know what? I am willing to bail you out. Brilliant, save you. But 3 times the fucking cost.
Early 2000s, with Wonga loans and payday loans.
Oh, fucking
which were like, you can borrow 100 quid today to your next payday at 2,700% APR.
For the year, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't pay it back next time, you owe me fucking 20 grand.
Yeah, like...
Unbelievable.
And it ended up with people, I mean, they thankfully they seem to be a thing of the past now.
What, Newcastle United sponsored by Wonga?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It would essentially, it was people, you got one loan to get you through to your next payday, but your payday you had to pay that loan off. So you need another payday loan to get you, and you just renewing your payday loan constantly, so you weren't even getting your whole wage now, and it was just a debt trap.
Horrible bastards.
And people could argue that's what Germany did to Greece.
I think
when they put us, now we bailed you out, you need to put these austerity measures in so we can get our money, we can get paid back.
Exactly.
It's like your bank manager going, yeah, I'll give you a mortgage. I'll give you a loan to buy that new car, and then coming around to your house, knocking on your house at like 7:30 on Friday going, why you just ordered a takeaway? You can't, no, you need to look after your finances, you can't order takeaways, and what do you mean you went to the pub for a pint? No, I want my money back.
No, I don't think you can afford this shit, and therefore you're not allowed to buy it. And if you do buy it, there's fucking penalties.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Germany did to Greece, just going, no, we will put austerity in place. And it kind of, I don't know, I'm in the thought process that Germany bailed out Greece with the express desire to make them default to crash their economy. Because they put so much austerity on place that Greece just crumbled under it.
Well, we had our one austerity measures, which were economically non-viable, which we've proven to the point of now, 10 years, 20 years on the... Well, 2010 to 2020, everyone recognises it was the biggest load. It was nothing more than a funneling exercise to make money for the elites.
Yeah. It's like people are with now that all these COVID lockdowns and stuff. If you look on the internet, there's a lot of people saying that the disease isn't that bad and it's this is just an exchange of wealth. It's something like
proof's in the pudding, and the pudding looks shit because it's happening.
Shops are going bankrupt, independent stores are closing down. But Amazon's fucking having its best year ever.
Well, to go off on another tangent, which we're very, very good at, I sent a message out in March, and I simply said in that message, this is nothing more. What you're going to find is you've got companies who are too rich to fold, constantly too rich to fold, and all that's going to happen is the little man who's got little businesses but got some really good tech and really good stuff like that, when they fold, they're going to get hoovered up at a fraction of the cost.
Or some would just be allowed to fold.
Yeah, and they'll just go, well, I'll have that 10 pence to the pound and thank you very much. Swallow it up, absorb as much of the labour as they possibly can, pay minimum wage and say, you should be fucking lucky you've got a job.
You should be lucky you've still got a job, you should be thankful.
Lucky that I'm giving you this job.
Goes back to very feudal industrial revolution type.
And so, anybody who doesn't believe that this is set up for the rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer are fucking bonkers. Yeah, the economy is built this way, and this is a perfect example of being able to. It's like vultures are picking at the bones.
It's like it's that thing. It's like every shop in the UK has to close, and no one's allowed to leave their house for 12 weeks. But Amazon's open. Amazon's open, and they'll bring it to your door, so you don't have to go out. And like suddenly, when you all the everyday stuff that you don't think about going out to buy, like a potato masher or all like that you can get it off Amazon. So you know that little independent store where you go buy your kitchen utensils from the last 10 years. When 12 weeks pass, lockdown's lifted, you go out into town, well, store's gone. You couldn't afford to stay open, but it don't matter because you can buy it off Amazon, so it's fine. Don't worry. It was shit. It was shit, but we've got that far. But yeah, this was just the same. This was
reporting the news.
Reporting the news. This is.
It's not a prediction. It's news.
You can't predict something in 2012.
That was totally 2009.
When Greece tells me 2009.
It's madness. It's madness.
No, it's not even a prediction.
This is bullshit. That's what that is. That's gone.